I first became interested in photography about 10 years ago, and since taking photographs since I was 16, it's safe to say that it's changed my life. And I'm not talking about in some massive profound way, like realising that ale is actually tastier and cheaper than lager. I'm talking about little small ways that just impacted and changed my life for the better. And I think it's safe to say that a lot of these changes and a lot of these influences on my life are things that other people would also see as well. And they would say that photography has also had that impact on them. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how photography has, in the last 10 years, changed my life and how it can change yours as well. Arts and creativity has always been a big part of my life. When I was younger, I loved making Doctor Who and Star Wars fan films to upload to YouTube. I love drawing and sketching in my spare time. But as I said before on this channel, photography was and is the art form that I connect with the most. My eyes, it allows me to connect with the world around me and to be able to express my creativity. And I think without it, I wouldn't be the person I am now. When starting out with photography, I was forced to use a range of different cameras, and the tools I had available weren't the tools I have available now, but I was able to use my creativity to overcome those challenges of having a less than optimum camera to use or different lenses. And over time, I was able to develop my skills and my creativity and see the world in a different lens than I used to before. But that improved creativity hasn't just helped me with photography and taking better photos, it's helped me in all aspects of my life, from being better at my job, where I do a creative job for work, or cooking and being able to express myself in a different way, or I've got a problem that I need to overcome. And I don't think that without photography growing up and having that ability to express myself creatively would allow me to be in the same position now. Growing up, I struggled with confidence. I wasn't the most confident person. I used to shy away from meeting and talking to new people. Instead of going to a checkout manned by someone, I'd go to a self-checkout because I didn't want to talk to someone. But unfortunately, above all, it made me comfortable with being myself. But photography changed that. Photography made me realise that I didn't need to be held back in the shadows. Instead, it made me realise and give me the opportunity to grow my confidence. Street photography is a true passion of mine, and a big part of street photography is not just talking to people, but also taking photographs of them. The way those people interact with each other in your hometown and new places. Watch can take photographs of people with a long focal length, metres away. Oftentimes get involved in the action and help the story that you're telling be more impactful, more real and more human. By getting in there, taking photographs of people and getting out of your comfort zone, you're building your confidence not just as a photographer, but as a person as well. When directing his blockbuster Jaws, Spielberg had numerous problems with the shark prop. It hardly ever worked, so he decided to use it sparingly. And in doing so, it had a completely unattended effect. The shark was actually more foreboding or menacing in the final cut of the film, but it was intended to be. And that was probably down to the fact that the shark prop didn't work, but Spielberg was able to use his intuition and skills as a director to be able to make it work. And the end product was better than he thought it would be. Photography can be a bit like that as well. Not in regards to having a physical shark prop, but in regards to the equipment that you might have. Not having the right weather to be able to get the light that you need. Not being able to get access to the best location, or having the right subject matter turn up at the right time. All of these examples and variables will force you to think outside the box and find other ways of being creative and showing your creativity in storytelling. And just like confidence, those skills are transferred across all different aspects of your life, not just photography. I want my life and the way I live my life to be all about connecting with different people. Taking photographs, meeting people, walking around the streets, and just connecting with the area around me has really made me realise what life is all about. Linked with growing up with having limited confidence, photography has helped me realise that that's how I want my life to be. I believe that humans connecting with each other is what life is all about, and it gives life its true meaning. And that's something that photography has taught me over the years. Oftentimes people are opposed to change and they feel uncomfortable with it, and I'm no different to that as well. Whilst the idea of change can be exciting, it can also be really intimidating. And that can often put people off from making a change in their life, whether it is a new job or living somewhere else, or just simply going to the gym for the first time. But being a photographer, I go out to new surroundings, I meet new people, and I go to new places with my camera to take photographs, whether that's on the streets or at an event that I'm photographing for a particular business, or in a new location taking a portrait of someone I've never met before. Photography is all about being in new surroundings, and since being a photographer, it's allowed me to feel more comfortable in being in new situations. And again, that's something that's really important to me, not just in terms of my photography and my skill set as a photographer, but also as a person in my day-to-day life. My dream is to continue practicing photography until the day I die. Getting paid to do it, whilst it would be amazing, it's not my main motivation. My main motivation is to test myself, to improve my confidence as a photographer, to learn different techniques I've not used before, and above all, to use it as a hobby to push myself creatively, to build my confidence, my health, and my sense of purpose. And I'm really passionate that photography is something that anyone can do. The other day I got talking to someone when I was out with my camera, and they said that my camera was like an extension of my arm. I want to think poetically that might be true. I don't think it's just me. I think everyone has that ability. A really important aspect of this channel is being able to educate and give people confidence in believing that it's something that anyone can do. Photography is not just something that you're born being great at. I'm not great myself. I think I'm okay, but I don't think I'm amazing. I think it's really important that if you're interested in photography, you're able to feel that. I'm a strong believer that taking photographs and being creative is a great way to express yourself as a human, to allow yourself to connect with the world around you and share a little bit about yourself with other people. So that's how photography has changed my life, and I'd love to know down below how it's changed yours too.